Episode 378, Ireland's AI Maturity Gap.
The primitive forms of artificial intelligence we already have proved very useful.
AI is a golden opportunity.
How do we ensure that this technology is regulated?
The long arc of technological history is now in an extraordinary new phase.
The AI6 podcast with Joanne Sweeney.
92% of Irish organisations are now using or planning to use artificial intelligence, but only 10% describe what they are doing as advanced. That's the headline finding of the AI Economy Ireland 2026 report published last week by Trinity College Dublin and Microsoft Ireland. Hello and very welcome back to AI6. I'm Joanne Sweeney and I'm on a mission to upskill 500,000 people in AI in just 6 minutes a day. So Ireland is being held up as one of the leading AI nations in the world. We are above the EU average when it comes to AI adoption. We're in the global top 4, in fact. But underneath that headline is a different story. So let's start with the figures and the findings. The Trinity College Dublin report, in partnership with Microsoft Ireland, surveyed 250 senior leaders across Irish organisations. It's the third year of this annual study, so we have proper trending data now. 92% of organisations have either implemented AI or have a clear timeline for doing so. Only 8% have no definite plan. In the private sector, 43% report AI tools are already in active use, and in the public sector, it's 36%. Across the whole sample, 57% are at what the report calls established or leading deployment. So far, so positive. But there is a challenge. When you ask leaders to honestly assess how mature their AI deployment actually is, only 10% describe it as advanced or frontier level. That means the vast majority of Irish organisations are using AI, but they're not what we describe as orchestrating it. They're not embedding it into how decisions get made. They're not redesigning workflows. And so the gap between adoption and maturity is the real story from this study. And then there's the SME struggle. And it's interesting. The report finds that small and medium-sized enterprises that do invest in AI are more likely to report significant productivity gains than large organisations. The figures are 18% versus 8%. SMEs that commit get more back. And I can testify to that as an SME owner. Why, you might ask? Well, we're leaner, we're more agile, fewer layers of approval, fewer legacy systems, and we can ideate, we can iterate, we can implement really quickly. And this is important because SMEs are a really important contributor to Ireland's economy. According to the report, they account for 69.2% of all employment, contribute over 40% of gross value added, and represent 98% of all enterprises in the country. So SMEs are more than twice as likely as large firms to have no formal AI training in place. I think they're learning by doing. And the cohort with the most to gain is also the cohort being left furthest behind, and that is the SME paradox. There was also a second study last month from PwC in Ireland. They surveyed over 1,200 senior executives globally, including in Ireland. And they found that 74% of AI's economic value is being captured by just 20% of organisations. And those leading companies are not just using AI to do work faster, they're using it to identify new revenue opportunities. And that's exactly what I'm doing with artificial intelligence. So they're reinventing business models, increasing the number of decisions made without human intervention. And PwC found the leaders are 2.8 times more likely than their peers to be doing that. So we're seeing in Ireland that the benefits of AI are not being distributed evenly. Definitely, it's amplifying the advantage of organisations that already know what they're doing. So if you're still figuring out your first use case, if you're still opening ChatGPT every day and a new context window for every task, then you got to rethink how you're using AI, because honestly, you are leaving opportunity on the table. And then there's the policy and governance finding. The report identified that 10% of organizations have a formal AI policy in place, and they're also 10 times more likely to report major productivity gains. So really what you're seeing is they've got AI strategy, they've got AI integrated into their business to hit the bottom line, and they've got AI policy. And that's exactly the framework that I bring to my clients, whether I'm training them or I'm helping them integrate AI into their operations. It's no artificial intelligence, understand what's going on with this technology. Then it's use AI. How can you apply it in day-to-day operations and also for new opportunities? And then thirdly, govern AI. So that's that policy piece. So 15% don't have a policy. The Irish government has recognised the scale of this. As part of Ireland's 2026 presidency of the Council of the EU, the country will host an international AI and digital summit. Enterprise Ireland is developing an AI adoption roadmap, differentiated by sector, and AI sector champions are being appointed. And there's a new targeted strategy for AI adoption with sectoral targets built in. So the government has a plan. They're rolling out free education to improve literacy. Enterprise Ireland is going to look at sectoral opportunities. And the Irish government has also had a call out to the market to see what solutions those of us in business can provide Ireland's public sector. And so the 10% who have moved to advanced deployment and the 90% who are still experimenting, there is the maturity gap. And also with AI leverage, you have to have AI governance. Listen, there's lots done, but there's still lots to do. That's it for today's show. If you're ready to turn these insights into skills, here's how I can help. Get your copy of my book, AI Playbook, on Amazon. It's the perfect companion to the show. For weekly AI strategy, subscribe to my newsletter, Human in the Loop, on LinkedIn. Or if you want to take the next big step, you can take our CPD accredited professional diploma in AI. Maybe you need something more tailored for your organisation. You can book a call in my calendar at digitaltraining.ie. Or if you work in government or public sector, go over to publicsectormarketingpros.com. If you found this episode useful, please share it with a pro that you know. And I'd love to read your comments on Spotify. And if you can, take a second to like, rate, or subscribe wherever you listen. It really helps the show. This is AI6. I'll talk to you on the next episode.